my spiritual awakening took all the motivations that I had in the kind of life that I was living at the time. I was aimless when it happened, and going through that process, it took away all the things that I used to love doing at that time, the things that I used to very eager to wake up in the morning just to do that. The goals and the dreams that I was having at that time just fell off. And it's one of my lowest point in life at that time. I was really, really sad. I was very unhappy. I was very drained. I feel weak every day. I sleep most of the days. I didn't want to go out. The groups I used to be part of, I didn't want to see them. I was quite isolated in my own room, doing my own stuff at that time. Yeah, I just feel I just lost it. I just didn't know where to go. Somehow it was not that I no longer remember. I still have memories and all of that during the time, but somehow all of a sudden I found myself not knowing what's wrong with me. It's like I don't know whether I'm gonna move forward or move backward. I just completely lost somehow. And before I started to seek and doing my own research, trying to understand what was wrong with me at the time, it's like that. What I felt at the time was like that. All of a sudden, life was just taking out of me. Because at the time, before it happened, I was so engaging in the work that I did. I was very passionate, and because I'm a person, I normally wake up quite early in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning. At the time, it was my normal waking time, 5 o'clock a.m. in the morning. But when this happened, all of it was disrupted. It was like that, the life was inside of me at the time was just taken out, and there was something new was put inside of me. I don't really know what's the right word to describe it. Yeah, it's like a vehicle where all of a sudden this new engine has been provided for the vehicle, and the old one is taken away. I feel like that at the time, and I couldn't understand this new person within me. At the time, I couldn't recall how many times I was trying really hard to grab onto something or to hang onto something that is like an anchor or something that's so solid in order for me to keep on the ground and brought me back to my senses and the person that I was at the time. But even I did try to do everything in my power at the time. And after doing all of that, I just couldn't do anything at all. I was hopeless, I was helpless regarding myself at the time. And it's like that I was just completely swept off my feet. And it's like somebody, somebody holding a gun, and once the person pulls the trigger, once that happened, there is no way of stopping it. There's no way of reversing it. It goes. And that was what I felt at the time when I had my spiritual awakening. It was a process. It's like I was sliding, down on a hill or a valley that there's nothing that's gonna stop it. It's just gonna go. It's like the bullet. After you pull the trigger, it's just gonna go wherever it's gonna go until it ends when it has to end by itself. So that was what I really felt at the time about my spiritual awakening. And yeah, as I look back, I understand better why I had to go through that. But slowly over time, doing my own research and all of that, just going through the journey. Then I started to realize it's a process of redirection. It is a process of realignment. It is a process of cleansing. It is a process of renewal and recreating this new person, grading myself. Yeah, but I just want to share with you, the feelings that and what I had to go through emotionally, mentally, spiritually, especially in the initial stages of the spiritual awakening. I was completely lost. One day it felt like everything was going well, all of that, and all of a sudden you wake up the next day, totally, somehow you don't know what happened. But it was a time that it was a very sad time, very sad, frustrated. And in my previous videos I did also, that also included, I suffer from depression and suicidal thoughts, which was part of the package. But just going through the emotions at the time, I felt drained every day, I used to be just before it happened, I used to be a very active person. I was doing exercise every day. But when it hit me, I just felt weak. And there were quite a number of times I really thought I had some kind of serious medical condition. And I did go to the doctor a number of times, and there was nothing wrong with me. Little did I know back then, it's just a normal process of going through spiritual awakening. And I slept a lot. Some days I just sleep the whole day. Just wake up and eat and just continue on sleeping. I tried to regain my energy, but nothing I couldn't, but it was nothing I could do about it at the time. Just nothing. Like I said, I pretty much tried to do everything at the time to solve that problem, but it's like, it's like something you were put into and you have no control over it. No control at all. It just goes. That's what was happening to me at that time. It just goes. And I won't lie to you, there were a number of times, like I said, I suffered from deep depression and also suicidal ideation at the time. And there was sometimes I wanted to take my own life. But for some reason, although considering that and have a lot of time thinking about taking my own life, for some reason I just felt deep within me that inner voice was saying, no, don't do that, don't do it, just keep going. That was the voice inside me. Just keep going. And that is what I did back then. I just, no matter what I went through at the time, I just keep going. Just keep going. And as time went by, I started to, like I said, did my own seeking and research, and there were kites also sent along the way. I found it, all of a sudden I, came across somebody, or I was in contact with somebody, and they were kites, people who were sent by the Creator to help me along the journey. And I cannot thank these lovely souls and guides that God sent me at that time, and all your contributions to my life and in helping me during that part of the journey. But like I said, just going through that I was just completely lost. And if you are watching this video, you are now in that situation in your life. Just keep going. And I hope what I did share in this video will also help you. And I also invite you, for those of you who have been following the channel, but you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also share it. That way you are not only helping the work that I do, but you are helping the message to be out there. for someone or some people who will be dismissed. With that, it's me, Sandy, from Edrienia Extrasensory Elevation. I'm signing off, but I will see you again in my next video.